window and placed in the context of a modernist gallery, in recognition of the view that says fashion and clothes design, when approached with Miyake's aesthetic rigor, can have the status of art. Ghostly figures clothed in gossamer-like wisps of fabric have all the appearance of a sculptural installation. Unlike most designers, Miyake stands well apart from the vagaries of fashion trends. Questions of skirt length and shoulder width seem banal beside his quiet investigations. In his attempts to reconcile the ancestral and the futuristic, he experiments both with sophisticated synthetics as well as natural fibers with his longtime collaborator.
Well, we humans live on this earth and benefit from the sun. The sun is bright as it shines, but it also creates shadows, bringing out these shadows in a beautiful way, whether it be by texture or by pleats. It's what I try to create. We can approach it in many ways and create different effects. The more you have a variety of textures, the closer you get to creating something that looks natural, or closer to its natural form than with something that is just flat. I guess closer to earth in a sense.
Thus a fabric from wood pulp which looks like the bark of a tree.
God created the body by calculations and made it look beautiful with movement. So the most important thing is to admire the human body and to admire humans. Then I think, what kind of fabric or material would look best on the body? I feel that designing is a positive action with a theme that says humans are wonderful.
A design dialogue between fabric and form found its natural expression in dance.
You see, design which is worn by the human body moves, which creates something in itself. But our search is to actually make fabrics and shapes that transform, creating a beautiful world of movement.
I guess Issey was told about me. Yeah, I mean, I knew who Issey was long before that. Yeah. But he came then to a performance in Frankfurt one night and just showed up backstage. And we we talked, and then eventually he would come to Frankfurt every now and then and come with all sorts of clothes from his collections in garbage bags. And we'd go up to the hotel room and with some of the dancers, and we would just try things on. Tons of costumes.
Okay. Okay.
Miyake's method is never to sketch on paper, but to wrap. His starting point is always the human body. And he uses the couturier's skills he learned in the ateliers of Paris, of cut, stitch, and construction, to turn our assumptions of clothing on their head. Following their first meeting, Forsyth immediately asked Miyake to create costumes for the dance. There was no script, no theme, and no brief. Instead, Miyake observed the cast at work, was touched by the minutiae of their daily lives, and decided quite radically that what was needed was not costumes, but, as he put it, everyday clothes from his latest collection.
Yeah, and the heads were not there. Yeah, the whole thing just happens like that. And then,
Of course, Issey Miyake's idea of everyday clothes bears little relation to the size 10 to 16 creations of other fashion designers. He says if people understand his clothes, then he's failed, because they have not been challenged. These almost architectural forms, here animated by dance, are, he assures us, clothes to suit everyone. All that's required is a leap of the imagination.
I would have thought anyone could wear them, but not everyone would like wearing them. Until someone actually put a Miyake jacket on me, I had no idea how wonderful they were. I think he's got such an incredible feel for fabric in that he almost lets the fabric do what it wants to do, so that when you put it on, you alter the way the fabric, what the fabric's doing. As you move, especially for trousers, it'll make a pattern, make an angle, and form its own sort of structure. And then when you move again, it'll alter. Or with this, what I'm wearing now, you can actually put this sort of on your head. You can almost cocoon yourself in it, or you can wear it over the back. So it depends a lot on how you're feeling. I tend to actually like it down, but if it's raining, then it obviously stops you getting wet. I think they're very practical. I mean, this isn't sort of freshly ironed linen. It's meant to be sort of real looking. Once I've tried on and worn a pair of his trousers which had X number of % bamboo fibre in them, which I think is just fantastic. I mean, that someone should be making clothes with bamboo in the fabric.
Miyake doesn't stop at bamboo. This is jute. This is mosquito netting with a pineapple fibre hat. Mud-dyed cotton. Sun-dried cotton. Rice bags. Cotton-wrapped fishing line. Handmade Japanese paper. And polyurethane.
Well, I've been involved in designing clothes for a long time now, and I can make calculations at a glance or in my head. You know, measurements, weight, and how something will look with the body inside it. I think we are craftsmen or artisans in the final analysis. No matter how advanced or modern our world is, as long as we do things we believe in profoundly from the bottom of our hearts, we can create wonders. It's fascinating. It's like the process of cooking a delicious meal.
Well, Japan is such a small country. People live in limited space with not much room to put things away. So I wanted to come up with a fashion that was easy to take care of, and one that didn't need a lot of space to store.
Miyake's clothes, which are by no means cheap, can at least make claim to timelessness and practicality. Hence, the bag cum jacket.
I think it's very light and it's very comfortable and compact. You can go to the office, and when you have party at night, you can put it.
You can roll it up, they just roll. When we got married in New York, my wedding outfit was Miyake, and this was the top. And we were upgraded, which is fantastic, on our